Why do you care how a blind man sees you? Why? That is a legitimate question the Lord asked me a couple weeks ago when I was boohoo crying about my ex. Relationship over, nail in the coffin, dead, done, can't go back to it, don't want to go back to it. I was just like, Lord, I did everything I was supposed to do. I tried my hardest. I did my best. Like, why? Why? What was the reason? It was the blind leading the blind, because I was blind as well. Blind in darkness about my self-worth, about my true value. I had a distorted view of love, unconditional love, and people see that weakness in you and they will exploit that weakness in you. As a matter of fact, they kind of look for that just so they can pounce on you, child. And I was like an antelope walking around some lions, honey, just wide open, desperate. When you are in that type of emotional state, it's best to not date or remove yourself from the situation, because you will end up trying to manipulate the person in the situation so that you can keep it going. And I know you may be thinking I ain't never had to manipulate nobody into loving me, but I'm going to tell you 3 ways that even though you may think your intentions are pure, you can manipulate a situation. So for scriptural reference, I'll point to Proverbs 14:12, which says, there is a way that seems right unto man, but basically it leads to death. So that's the same way with this. Number 1 is overachieving in the relationship. So the person that's always doing the most, buying gifts, trying to set up dates, the candles, the roses, just spontaneous, surprising the other party. And the other party is never really appreciative of it. They don't care. It's kind of you feel so good about doing it, and then they're underwhelmed. Number 2 is emotional manipulation. So that is trying to guilt trip the other party into loving you. Like those the paragraphs, the short novels that you send to their phone, the short novels that you text and type out onto social media, and trying to guilt trip them into oh, I love them. Using anger, cussing them out. Somebody love getting dogged out. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? That come crawling back to you if you cuss them out. And using tears as well to manipulate the situation. Emotional. Last but not least, it will always come down to moral compromise, where you are dumbing yourself down. You start accepting cheating. You start accepting all different forms of abuse. We know there's all different forms of abuse. You start dressing different. Your hair might change. You start walking different, talking different. You ignore their evil, the way that they treat other people and the way that they treat you, so that you can hang on to that person. Moral. If that is you, baby, you are worth so much more. Give your love and effort to God.